I'm alive.
Kind of. Say 80s and all sorts of stuff on there.
Oh yeah.
Full. Yes, I did catch it. Again, everybody, we're back.
Hello.
I'm Mark, he's Matt, Sherman, and Spectre. This is the Thin Brown Line YouTube channel. We're back again with something that's not airsoft, because that's what we like to do, mix it up a bit. And again, that's why he's in the hot seat, because it's another one of his toys.
They're not toys.
It's not a toy.
No, well,
No, as Demolition Ranch, Matt Carricker calls them, his tools.
Oh, this is very much a tool.
And so are you.
Anyway, takes one to know one.
Anywho, we shall take this screw net off and you will see a very pretty tool.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and germs, here we have my CZ455 in 17 HMR caliber. This is the follow-on from the CZ452 we shot a few weeks ago. Bye. Again, it is a magazine-fed bolt-action rifle. This one was designed in around 2007, 2008. First started being sold in around 2010 and is currently still in production. So this particular one is chambered in .17 HMR caliber, also available in .22 LR, long rifle, .22 WMR, so which is basically a longer cartridge.
The other two calibers that you mentioned are very similar to the last rifle we showed.
And 17 HM2, whatever the hell that is, never seen one. The effective range, according to the manufacturer, is again around 200 meters. The bullet trajectory on this is very, very different to the 22. This fires a lot faster and a lot flatter. I mean, I have seen people taking stuff out at 400-500 yards with these. If you go on YouTube.
Not yet.
Not yet.
When the video's finished.
Yes. In terms of its feeding system, again, 5, 10 and 25 round mags. I have a little 5 round mag here. This one is plastic, metal plate with a spring. Holds 5 rounds. Again, the sight system is an 11mm dovetail rail, so you can put nice scopes on it, like this, which I'll come back to, because this is pretty. And the stock is laminate wood with a thumb hole, so you can hold it like that. Makes carrying it one-handed that bit easier. This particular version of the dozen or so that they make is the one with the heavy varmint barrel, so you get increased accuracy, which is
not to be confused with the likes of Yosemite Sam when he calls people varmint.
Yeah. So yeah, the accuracy on the 17 HMR round is good. With this kind of barrel, it's even better. And I mean, I can, when I'm taking this down the range, I am literally keyholing, getting one round next to another at 100 yards. And so yeah, the accuracy is really, really good. The ammo for the 17 HMR comes in that form, and these
I will
are...
see if I'll zoom in on that. Oop, fingers out the way.
Yeah, keep your fingers out of the way, cameraman. So there you have the very classic bullet shape that we all know and love. Thank you, Hollywood. Those of you that have seen the 2.2 video, or the video on the 2.2 long rifle, there is a 2.2 long rifle right next to it. And
Don't look so much of a long rifle next to that one, does it?
no. The 17 HMR is basically a 2.2 Magnum neck down to 0.17 of an inch across. As you can see, neck's down there. So pretty much all this is powder. Again, as with the 2.2, the primer, there's no firing pin on these as we would classically know it. What the bolt head actually does, it basically has a little pin. You can see it just there. It will impact on the edge, which is where the primer is housed. Oops, knocking everything over, which will then set off the bullet. And yeah, these move a little bit faster. What are these? These are 20 grain. Thank you, cameraman.
Let's try not to kill the camera equipment.
These are 20 grain bullets, and whereas these were 40. So the bullet weighs half as much, and these move at 2,375 feet per second. These definitely will pass right through the chrono.
So they're moving rather fast.
Yes. Yes, those airsoft snipers with their 500 feet per second.
Moving about as fast as me when I see a new gun.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
And I've got money.
Well, yeah. So that's the ammo that it shoots. These rounds do actually pass through the sound barrier. So they're not the most delicate of weapon when you start loosing rounds off.
Talking about guns, delicate.
Well, the 2.2 was delicate because you could hear it hit the target. This thing you can't.
Well, yeah, it was a whip crack and then a dead bunny.
So the overall length of this is 1,050 millimeters. The barrel length is 460. The barrel starts from around about here through to about here.
Put the length of the rifle in perspective, it's about the same size as my VSR clone.
Just a bit heavier.
They're just a lot heavier.
This one weighs, fully tricked out, probably about 4 kilo, I would say. Because you'd have, when I take this out, because this is purely a vermin rifle, this is not a target rifle, you'd have scope light on there, obviously mag, bolt, which I've got here. I mean, that weighs a fair bit just on its own.
That can't be much shy of a kilo, just on its own, that.
So yeah, it weighs a little bit. So obviously, safety flag, empty chamber. Starting at the back of the rifle. The rifle for me is a little bit short in the stock, so this is all squidgy. So, because I've extended the stock, I've also raised the comb of the stock again, so that when I shoulder the round, obviously, safety first.
Shoulder the rifle.
Yeah, when I shoulder the rifle, I can literally see straight through that scope every time. Again, so you don't have to keep moving it to find just the right spot, and that has all sorts of horrible impacts on your accuracy. Thumb hole we've already spoken about. You've got your trigger group. Your bolt goes in here. Safety flag. Obviously magazine on the bottom. Spring-fed magazine. Bolt pushes into chamber. Pull trigger. Gun goes bang. Pull bolt out. Right round comes out. Or the empty casing. Laminate wood stock, which looks very nice. It's great in wet weather because it doesn't swell as much. The scope that I've got is a Hawkeye Sidewinder, and it is a 4:16 magnification.
Probably wouldn't recommend going out and buying one of these for airsoft sniping.
Not if you actually get it broken, no.
Because I happen to know that's not cheap, is it?
Yeah, no. So yeah, 4:16, 50mm objective lens, so good light gathering. Again, I either shoot at early in the morning, late at night, into darkness with this. No issues with light gathering prior to sunset. Obviously, vertical, lateral adjustment for zeroing in. This dirty great wheel, hang on while I fling the rifle over, is the parallax for the rifle. It is all squishy. So on this, you can take this off and just use the dial at the centre, but I just leave that on. So that goes from 10 yards right up to 200 yards, so you can range your target, so that you know if you need to hold over or hold under. For those of you that don't know, hold over is where you've got the crosshair and you know that the bullet is going to drop from the point of the crosshair down, so you hold over the top to compensate, because all bullets fly in an arc. This one flies very flat out to about 150 yards, 150 metres before it starts to drop, but when it does start to drop, boy does it drop quickly. And also, I don't know if you'll see this, but
around and I will see.
Can you see the gap between the scope and the barrel of the rifle? It's about as close as I can get it, so that my point of aim...
It's only about 2 or 3 mil difference.
Yeah. If I put that... There's not a lot of room in there, so my sight, my line of sight through the scope is as close to the barrel as I can get it. So yeah, obviously nice heavy barrel. Obviously the size of these rounds, you start loosing those off, bearing in mind most of that is powder. Your barrel will get warm, and the warmer your barrel gets, the worse your accuracy gets. So with a heavier barrel, that doesn't happen as much. I'll flip this back over. I'll put the safety flag back in, so we all know it's safe, because with these things, well,
better safe than sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to say you don't get many things not calling their hits with one of these. Obviously we've got a moderator on the end of it. It is not a silencer. Silencers only exist in Hollywood. Moderators work by slowing the gases down and disguising where the shot actually came, or the sound of the shot.
Otherwise known as a suppressor.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't silence, it just makes it a little bit quieter.
Yeah, and you can't... It makes the sound like it doesn't come from anywhere, if that makes sense. You can't pinpoint it as well.
Ducks quack.
Mm.
Those you don't know, ducks quack, don't echo.
Because these rounds are supersonic, there is a lot of noise to deal with. So you will hear this rifle. There's not a lot you can do about it, but every little helps. So yeah, obviously camo taped up, because why not?
Because that's usually the bit sticking out the undergrowth.
Well, there is that, yeah. Obviously shooting off a 6 to 9 inch bipod for gate posts, gates, hedges, 4x4s. Make shoulders, yeah.
Who would daft enough to stand that close to the barrel?
Yeah, and yeah, that's really about it. I mean, with this, what have I shot with this? Rabbits, crows. Great for shooting crows, because any of you that have ever tried to shoot crows,
Not that kind.
yeah,
You could.
just the ones.
Yeah.
Crows are really canny animals, whereas with this, you can take them out 100, 135 yards. They can see you, they're just not scared of you. The power of these rounds, these little tiny rounds, is quite unbelievable at first. I mean, these things will go through plate steel. I once saw somebody shoot a little spinny target with both these and a 2.2 long rifle. The 2.2 long rifle dented it and spun it about half a dozen times. This thing drilled a neat hole through the plate steel and kept it spinning for about 2 minutes. They perform lobotomies rather well on rabbits. I think my furthest shot is 135 metres.
Maybe we should have put a disclaimer at the front of this. If you don't like hunting, don't watch.
Oh dear, how sad.
Never mind.
So yeah, great little vermin rifle. Bit more expensive than the 2.2 to run. A box of about 50 rounds is about 15-20 quid now, whereas the other ones are about half that price. So, but also because the rounds are so light, they do get affected by atmospheric conditions such as wind. Don't say anything. I'll bend your beret.
You said last night. Headboard.
Yeah, you wish. So yeah, they do get affected, and it's not nice to have these things racing about the countryside unchaperoned.
No.
And yeah, maybe one day I'll take the video camera down to the range and do some filming out at 100 yards, so you can sort of see the kind of accuracy that this thing can achieve. I would take you lamping, but
You wouldn't see bugger all.
because it's dark.
Light bit, crack. Light bit, crack.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, boys and germs, that is the CZ455 in 17 HMR caliber. And yeah, that's about it for this week.
Cool. In that case, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, chuck us a like, subscribe, share along. There is an Instagram channel as @ThinBrownLine, and we've got a Facebook page again under the same name, just Thin Brown Line. The picture's usually me across an APC like that,
Card.
looking all calendar girlish, just with smaller boobs, shut up. But yeah, for now though,
Page 33 than 3, isn't it?
well, I ain't no centre girl. Yeah, keep watching. We'll be back next week with something different again, as we tend to do. Cause, you might be here, might be an empty seat next to me. You never know. But yeah, thanks for watching.